is what people are looking at to get the color. And if you know it's wrong, tell the person when they're asking, does it look like this?
I pull my nail away and I'm like, you cut me. And she's like, oh, hey, I'm so sorry. And then so she goes back to like cut my nails again. She fucking cuts my skin again. And
are you guys sure y'all didn't go to a circus? Because they're acting like both of y'all are clowns.
these nail salons, like, they don't give a fuck about you.
You know what? Just take the $20.
I can't take $20.
Just take the $20.
I can't.
Just take the $20.
And just like that, we're back. Now, before we get into this video, some of y'all have been saying I give off auntie vibes, auntie vibes, however you say it. First off, I'm gonna assume that the people that call me an aunt are younger than me. If you're older than me, that's still fine. But this outfit, I think, is the final peak of being an auntie, because this piece is giving auntie vibes, and I'm all for. One second. You can't tell me I don't look like an auntie right now. You said you need help? Hold on one second. It's a little cold. It's a little chilly. Oh, how may I help you? My clothes are my own enemies. I don't take offense to that, by the way. You guys can call me auntie. I don't care. I'm just having fun with it. But I put on this outfit and I was like, yeah. You are someone's auntie.
I just got my nails done and they came out so bad. I don't know if I want to cry or punch somebody in the throat. This is the picture that I used for reference so she could see that I wanted long, skinny, narrow French nails. And I just wanted it to be more of a U. Not a hard request. Very simple. I didn't want the fucking diamonds. I don't care for the butterflies. Y'all think this is okay? Wait till I show y'all the thumbs. Like, I thought this was the I do for you business. Baby, you didn't do nothing for me. Nothing. What is this? So like I said, if y'all know a good nail salon, that they're not gonna do this to me, this emotional trauma and damage, let me know. Because the way I just dropped $80 plus tip,
$80 plus tip? Oh. I'm so sorry. I know I'm not the only one that busted out laughing. I'm so sorry that... Sorry doesn't cut it. I'm sorry. I should have cut the nails. Cut the show. Did you go to your enemy? Did your friends set you up? Is this a prank? Is somebody gonna come out of nowhere with cameras saying you just got punked? I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm actually pissed that you paid $80 plus tip for something like that. Can I remind you guys I'm gonna put it side. Oh my goodness, I can't talk. Side by side. Here it is.
Today was the first time I spoke about the nail salon because, okay, ignore me crying. I hope I'm getting my period soon, but I genuinely cannot stand being a girl right now. So I wanted a light yellow, okay? I went in for a light yellow.
Okay.
I'm searching through things. I should took a picture of what they had the yellow listed as. And I pick out a color, and he brings it over, and I got dip, and I'm looking at the color, and I'm like, that looks pretty orange, okay? Like, that looks orange. So I tell him, I'm like, hey, like, this is the color I want right here, like, pointing to it. And he's like, yeah, like, the numbers lines up. He shows me the numbers lines up. And I'm like, okay.
Sure.
Again, it's also labeled salmon. And I'm like, are you sure it is this color that's pictured right here? Because this is the color I want. Like, I want a light yellow. He's like, yeah, it'll look fine. He's doing my nails. He finishes my nails. I can't even show you. They're orange. They are like
they're salmon.
The camera's not doing them justice. Do you see that? They're orange. They're literally light orange. They look like a creamsicle color. And I was like, you're joking. I literally said I wanted them yellow. So he finishes, and I get up, and I'm like searching through the colors because he took away the little thing that has all the colors on them.
Yeah.
So I finished my nails, and I'm like searching through the colors to find them because I'm like, that is not the color I asked for. And one thing is, I'm done spending money on a service if it does not look good. Yep. Can we start normalizing tipping people the amount they deserve to be tipped?
No, don't tip them.
Because my family's always like, yes, you tip good, tip good, tip good. But if you don't fucking do good, I'm not tipping you good. sorry, but your service doesn't just include the tip unless you do the average job. I'm not saying you should do amazing, but just do average and bare minimum and I'll give you 18%. But if you can't do that for me, I'm not giving you 18%. So I literally am looking through the colors and they're like, is everything okay? Because this is like after it's done. They're like, is everything okay? And I'm like, no, this is not the color I asked for. I was nice about it, but because I was trying not to lose my mind the whole time he was doing it with my nails, because I'm like, this is not, I kept thinking, because with dip, you have to file it down and then do a clear coat at the end. So I kept thinking maybe it's going to lighten up and look yellow at the end. So I was trusting the process and the process did not f***ing go through. So I'm like, this is not the color I asked for. I'm like searching through all the things to find it. And I find it and I look at it next to it and I'm like, I'm not crazy. Also, literally bleeding here. Cannot stand when they make me bleed. Anyway, and I'm like, I'm not crazy. And he didn't even do a good
consistently make you bleed?
I'm like, I'm not crazy. This is the color I asked for and this is what I got. And they're like, and then like all 3 workers come over and are looking at it. And I'm like, you can see it too. You see that it's not the color I asked for. And they're like, oh, well, like it's labeled salmon. And I said, well, I told him specifically, this is the color I want and I want it to look like this. I said yellow. I want light yellow. And they're like, oh, well, like we could paint it over. We can change it that color. And I'm like, I just sat here for an hour. You're not doing, like, you just went through all this process of my nail. I already hate when I have to go under the UV and like the stress it puts on your nail to buffer it off. I'm like, I'm not doing that now. Like, I'm literally not doing that. And they're like, oh, well, we could change the color. I'm like, I literally was just like, can you just update your color? Like, update your colors because you shouldn't have wrong colors on your thing. You shouldn't have it as showing one color because that is what people are looking at to get the color. And if you know it's wrong, tell the person when they're asking, does it look like this? And then I'm checking out and I'm like so angry because like I did not want this. I gave a tip, but I should have gave way less of a tip than I did because
how
I was
much did you tip then?
But the guy, not one care in the world. The actual nail tech who did my nails did not give a. The lady at the front desk was like trying to be nicer about it and she was like, oh, if you like come in a week, we'll change the color. No. My only thing is like,
you're gonna pay for that.
Dip is annoying on your nails. You have to shave it all off and and just the process. Like, I don't have unlimited hours in my day. I don't want to just come sit in the nail salon for an hour to get the color changed. I'm just so pissed off, but I had to speak up about it. I had to like argue with them about it because I was like, this is not happening right now. This is a completely different color.
What's crazy about yesterday's video is some comments were saying that we, the people that are thinking that the nail salons should let you know if they're not able to do a particular design, are crazy. And then I would say, well, if they can't even do something as simple as what she was requesting, then they should not be in that business. If they can't even differentiate the colors, then maybe they should have asked somebody else to confirm. And now she's sitting there looking crazy, feeling crazy, almost feeling stupid, as in, I knew it wasn't yellow, but you kept telling me that it is. And because you're the professional, I will trust you. Do you see how twisted that would make somebody feel? And she did a good job by speaking up. I don't know how much the tip was, but I would not have tipped well. I'm just going to say it right now. Y'all can hate me for that. I don't care. But people are different, and I understand it. It's just not me. Let's keep going.
These nail shops getting out of hand and getting over because I just showed this picture right here.
Beautiful.
To the nail lady, man, woman, I don't know. But I just showed this picture, and I said I want an acrylic overlay. That's all. I don't want no tip. I wanted this length. Mm-hmm. This is very similar to how I want my nails. You know, how much would it be? An estimate, could you give me around a price? She's like, okay. Full set, acrylic, $55, plus design. You want gel polish?
Girl, how much is it?
Yes, I want gel polish.
There you go, adding $90. Like $10 tip. $90.
Come again? 90? Mother buckaroos for this?
I've heard crazier, girl.
At this point, let's put a gun to my head and tell me to empty my pockets. Tell me to empty my pockets because you're trying to rob me. Are you out of your mind? I almost slapped the dog piss out that lady because $90. No toes included. These just fingernails.
Yep.
You're out your mind.
You heard her.
I had to leave before I slapped this lady because are you serious?
Now, somebody had said everything else in the world has gone up. Nails are a luxury service, which I agree. $90 is valid. And this was her response.
Everything else in the world has gone up. Nails are a luxury service. $90 is valid.
I thought she was about to curse.
Valid. Honestly, the fake bougie ladies, we got to stop. We got to stop. In no world is this set $90. If you get charged $90 for a set like this, you've been robbed. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, and maybe I am broke. How y'all are calling me in the comments. But I can't bring myself to pay $90 for a very, very short set like that. No, thank you. You know what I'm saying? I will not be needing your service. Though. For two, I know everybody like, girl, but you got your nails done. Correct. But I didn't pay $90.
How much did you pay?
I didn't pay $90. I went down the street. I went elsewhere because you will not be taking my $90.
How much was it?
And they charged me $70. Okay.
How much was the tip?
And that would have been also if I would have got a false tip, it would have been the same price. And I feel like that was very reasonable. And hold on, let me show y'all because he snapped. They are literally perfect. Y'all see this? This is my real nails, y'all. It's my little overlay, but it's giving. Honey.
I'm not gonna lie, I understand both sides. If you're not happy with how much the price is, then you go to someone else. That just avoids a lot of unnecessary arguing and everything. Go to someone else that you can afford. In this situation, there's probably three sides. One is a person like her who sees the price and she's like, absolutely not, I'm gonna go somewhere else. That avoids a lot of nonsense. And then there are people that heard $90 that are probably like, that's not bad, I would have taken that. And everything goes smoothly. And then you have the people in the middle that have no skills when it comes to confrontation. And they will freaking pay $200, $90, $100, even if they know that they can't afford it at this time. They will pull it out their savings just so they cannot argue with anybody else. And for her, I applaud her for asking how much it is beforehand, because a lot of y'all just go to these nail salons, get the service done, and then ask for the price. And then you're surprised by the price when you should have called before. And to still overcharge you.
Come get a fill with me as I tell you this crazy nail salon story.
Those look horrible.
I got the set done right before we went to Lake Havasu a couple weeks ago, and it was just not what I wanted. The color didn't match, and I didn't like the fringe tip that she did. This was my second time going to this nail salon, so I was expecting it to be pretty good. I asked her if I could have a white French tip and a nude gel base. This was the nude that she gave me.
That is dark.
Now, don't get me wrong, this is definitely a nude color, but it's not a nude color for my nail bed. It's definitely too dark, and she did not try to fix it. The set lasted long enough, so I'm not complaining about that at all.
But you weren't happy.
And I can totally forgive for it being the wrong nude color.
Okay, fine.
Since this was my second fill, I asked her if she could Dremel the underneath part of my real nail. I've seen many nail techs do this before, and a lot of them just do it without you asking.
Yeah.
Tell me why this lady said that she can't do that, and if I wanted my nails to be shorter underneath, that I would have to go to a doctor to have that done. She then laughed about it. I laughed about it.
Why'd you laugh?
Myself,
it's not funny.
I guess they don't offer that anymore, like no big deal. I also had my 4-year-old daughter with me at the time, and my nail tech kept saying, you should get your nails done. Call your dad and ask him to pay for it. A kid's nail polish is only $5, so I said, sure, why not? After I get my nails done, she can have hers painted. So I finally finished getting my nails done, and I tell the lady that my daughter's going to get a sparkle polish. So tell me why this lady doesn't want to do my daughter's nails anymore. My nail tech calls over another guy and asks if he wants to do it. He said no, and they start bickering back and forth in another language. I said, no, it's okay. She doesn't have to get her nails done if nobody wants to do it.
It was never that serious.
To which my nail tech said, no, sit down. I'll do it.
Nah, get up and leave.
After that, I paid and tipped generously, and we never went back. This time around, I went to a new nail salon, asked for the same exact thing, and these were the results.
Those look beautiful, I guess, but you did tip generously. All I'm gonna say, because I've already yapped on yesterday about how I feel, I am sick and tired of the tipping culture here in America. That is it. That is all. Argue with your mammy, not me.
Me personally, I will never work in a salon.
Those look so pretty.
After becoming a nail tech, I started noticing the little things that they do, and it's so f***ing disgusting, bro. Like, using the same file on someone, using the same buffer on someone, using the same sanding band for all day. Absolutely not. If you want salon prices, you can go get that dirty ass salon quality. So we're just going to talk about the at-home pros and cons.
Talk about it.
The pro of being at home, you get to roll out of bed. You get to take naps in between your clients. You have food at the crib. You can stay in your pajamas. I literally love working from home when I did. Like, it was the best thing ever. Like, I look back at it and I'm like, oh my God, now I have to drive to go to work. Like, it's amazing.
Why'd you stop?
But then the cons are you have a lot of people coming in and out of your safe space. Yeah. So you need to be on guard 24/7, ready for anything.
Pew, pew.
Another con I would say is like everybody that's come to you for an appointment knows where you live. But honestly, if you're going to work from home, just be super selective. Like, this is where the Instagram DMs come into play. Like, if you have bad vibes, like, I'm not going to welcome you to my home.
Yeah.
So back then, when I did work from home, I wouldn't do too many new clients. But now that I'm in a suite, I do take new clients. So it just depends. Like, you have privacy, but then you don't, you know? But honestly, I loved working from home.
So I have a question, because I know that majority of my audience is women. Do you guys have pew-pews? And if you don't, I'm curious as to why. Just don't go too deep about your reason now. Just keep it light. I'm curious as to know why, especially if you live by yourself. Now, don't tell me you live by yourself in the comment section, but just explain why you have it and why, well, not why you have it, because we all know why, but why you don't have it, especially now more than ever. A second thing I'm going to say is probably going to be scary to some people. It's not to me, obviously, but it's very easy for me to find a person's address. It's out there, especially if you live in a house or an apartment sometimes. It just depends, but it's not as hard as people think. With that being said, if you are an in-home nail tech and let's say you guys, for some reason, you argue with your clients on Instagram, there's a chance they might find where you live. I just wanted to tell y'all, it was a little fun fact that I found a lot of people not knowing, so yeah. Anyway.
On no planet should I be leaving the nail salon with my hands bleeding.
Not at all. Absolutely not.
Bleeding and throbbing for hours. And then might I fucking add,
Hours?
I have like open sores on my nails because the guy cut me. And when I let the guy know, like, okay, like I have sores, you know what I'm saying? Because he cut me last night. You're using the same file. And I'm pretty sure he's going to use the same file on someone else, even though I have cuts on my fingers. From his coworker.
Oh yeah, how would you clean a file? Just get a new one. Disposable files. That's a thing, right?
His work is beautiful. I mean, very much Instagram, TikTok level shit. You know, like you look at his work, you're like easily 150. End up not seeing him, he was fully booked. So I would think the others hold a candle to his work because he's saying he accept walk-ins. So I'm thinking that I'm just trusting. I need a new nail tech. Start with something simple. I'm going to post a picture of what I wanted, and then I'm going to post a picture of what I end up leaving with. Long story short, didn't have the color I wanted. If you can give me the shape, I can sacrifice the color. It's not the pinky nude I wanted. It was way more pigmented.
Yep.
If the shape is A1, then the shape is A1. I can deal with that. I'm like, the shape is trash. The color is trash. I'm like, well, can you do a design? But this whole time he's talking to me like he knows what the fuck he's doing. But I'm getting more and more pissed the longer this, appointment is. He put in the little piercings that I asked for how short my nails were. The piercings was like huge.
Yep.
In the politest way possible. Like, because I'm trying not to be even though I'm starting to get annoyed. Because you're not executing anything that I'm showing you. He put in the rings. I'm like, can you take it out? I don't want it because it's not what I asked for. Your rings are too huge, even though you told me you had the smaller rings. He feels it. So when I get home, I still see the holes in my nails. And so I messaged the guy. I'm like, hey, tell him what happened. I asked for a French tip. That's what I expected for my big toe. Like, and you can see my real nail under the acrylic. And then the white is like sitting on top.
Horrible.
I walked out with that. I walked out with that and I paid like $120, $125 for both of those. And that's what I got. And then when I go there, he's like, okay, whatever. Kept it real short with me in the messages. Was like, come back, I'll fix it. I get there, he's huffing and puffing, rolling his eyes and things like that. And keep in mind, I don't want to be I literally left and paid, and I did not want to cause a scene because if you're in Michigan or if you're in Detroit, like they're quick to fight you, lock the doors on you, and cause a scene, and I did not want that. Being nasty towards me, and I'm like, these are my toes and my fingernails. I should be the one upset, but I'm coming to you kind.
You're acting like you're crazy.
With respect, and I'm just asking you, can you fix it? And he had the nerve to tell me, and he was like, make it make sense. And rolled his eyes. I was like, what? Well, nobody here wanted to fix your nails. Nobody here wanted to fix, but I'm taking the time out my busy schedule to fix your nails. And you're telling me that you want a whole new set. Well, I can't do that. And nobody else wanted to fix your nails. So basically, like, take what I'm willing to give you and shut the up.
They didn't even give you what
and
you
I'm
wanted,
like, whoa.
though.
I'm like, that's so disrespectful. That was so much attitude. And I'm not even giving you attitude. I paid all this money in inflation, might I add. And you have an attitude towards me, had the nerve to tell me nobody wanted to fix my nails, even though I was nice and polite the whole time, because I did not want to cause this scene. I did not want to have a conversation like this with you or anyone. And when I came to him like that and kept it my cool, oh, I'm sorry, no attitude, please. I'm sorry, like, no attitude on my end. I'm sorry, like, I promise, like, woo, woo, woo. And he's fixing my nails, and at this point, I'm like, the color is somewhat what I wanted, and at least it has, like, that natural look type of, you know what I'm saying? I'm just ready to get out of there. I'm like, don't worry about my toes. And he was like, no, it's for free.
Your
like,
toes look
I won't upcharge
horrible.
you because I got regular
nails,
polish,
not
and
her
they were
toes.
saying I
I
needed
don't
to get shellac. Why? I don't know. Because polish is polish. Don't different, like, you know, whatever. The guy that did my toast was so nice and so sweet, and he didn't give me no issues, no attitude, nothing. And I appreciate that. And that's why I'm not saying anything about him, because he was also the guy that messed my toes up. But he wasn't giving me attitude, which I appreciate, because I wasn't trying to have that sort of
Respect. It goes a long way.
It's the most horrifying experience
Accountability
ever.
Too.
Like my fingers are still throbbing, but I'm so
Your heart rate's throbbing too.
I'm so disgusted. I'm so over it. I'm so fucking over it. Michigan, these nail salons, like, they don't give a fuck about you, especially if you look a certain way. They don't give a fuck about you. I swear to God. It's embarrassing.
Another thing I just remembered with the comment section on yesterday's video is some of y'all are saying, oh, I do Gel X on my nails and all this other stuff. Y'all are not professionals, and you can get an infection, all right? Now, it works for some of y'all, but I made a video on the importance of going to somebody that is licensed. Press-on nails, I think, are probably the safest if you know how to handle the glue. Now, if you don't know how to handle the glue, you go to a professional. But in that, just vet them, make sure they know exactly what they're doing. And I feel so bad when I see women just having to deal with this. Mind you, it is a luxury. We know that, but they want to get it, so it's okay. It's a spa. A nail spa for a reason. Y'all are going there to get stressed. Some of y'all are gonna end up losing your hair. Some of y'all are gonna get dementia. Some of y'all have already lost your minds. And most of y'all have probably sworn to never get your nails done by anybody but yourself. And that is fine. Do what works for you, but make sure you do not get sores on your nails, bruises, and then, blood. When I was younger, I thought I wanted to be in the medical field with blood. And as I got older, the sight of blood just... And if I get my nails done and I see blood, take them off immediately. Give me a Band-Aid. I'm never stepping foot ever in your place. Capiche? All right.
The nail saga continues because I'm left with no choice but to go back, because if you can't notice,
you look so defeated.
All the nails popped off in 2 days.
What do you mean?
This can't be real, guys. My nail polish is just like popping off.
Did they put like
I
Vaseline
originally went in asking for dip. I always get dip. I've been getting dip for over a year.
In the same
it
place?
Me over a month. She did dip, and then she painted, I guess, like a shitty gel on top, and they all popped off. So now this is what it looks like. It looks horrendous. I didn't complain. I didn't say anything. I even tipped her 20% and just left and dealt with my nails. But now that they're off, I'm gonna go back and ask for a refund and see what we could do, because this is so f***ed up. This argument would have went viral because she told me to get out. She was like, I'll give you $20 and then get the f*** out. I was like, girl, I just want my nails fixed. She was like, okay, I'm gonna do that color, but I have nothing like it, so I'm just gonna do any color. I was like, if you don't have that color, then just give me a different color. She's like, no, you could pay for that. This is the nail salon, Nella Nail.
I can show
I'm
y'all
leaving
that.
with crust all over my fingers again. It is what it is, whatever.
I don't know. I feel like in this situation, because the shaping was good and the nails look good besides the gel, they should have just painted it over and called it a day and gave her the tip that she had tipped, at least. Just because the color fell off. Literally, it fell off. So I don't know. Some you lose some, you win some, and I guess some people don't really care for their clients, which is unfortunate. I guess that is the issue, especially at a nail salon, because they know a new person will just roll back, another person will roll back something. Somebody said that the nail industry isn't heavy regulated, and I agree. I don't know if I want to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it. I'll talk about it another time.
Okay, so here are some things that I do not charge for that I realize that the nail salon does charge for, which is another reason why I feel as though us nail techs who get heat for our prices, it really needs to come to an end. The first thing that I do not charge for is gel polish. I think that is the most ridiculous thing that the nail salon charges for. You're charging me extra to
like
do what's quicker. You can cure gel polish in 60 seconds. Regular polish, you're going to have to hope that the client does not hit their finger. So charging for that is insane to me. Another thing I don't charge for is quote unquote deep Frenchies. If you go to the nail salon and ask them for deep Frenchies, you're getting charged an extra $15. That right there is literally diabolical. Like, I have never heard of that in my life. What else? Tapered square. I just feel like tapered square, whatever you want to call it, is very much standard. Yep. So to still be charging extra $5, $10 for that,
do people actually charge that?
It's just not giving what they thought it was.
I've never been charged for square.
Yeah, that's just me though. I don't know.
I'm going to need for some of y'all to go under the comment section and give me an itemized bill, okay? Let me know in the beginning what you got and what you added, how much it was, exactly how you would see in a receipt if you want to. You don't have to. I'm just curious. Charging for shape as in square? I thought square was standard.
Okay, so your total is going to be $85. Did you want to do card or cash?
This is not a skit, by the way.
Yeah, that's the remaining.
But I thought you said it was 50.
No, in your confirmation email, the remaining balance is 85.
Hold on. Let me check because
it subtracts your deposit and then 85 was the remaining.
Well, I didn't get no email, so I don't know what you're talking about.
That high-pitched voice tells me that was a lie.
Well, when you book, you cannot book unless you have an email and a phone number. And the email you put should have the email with your confirmation.
I thought I put the right one in. I don't have it all.
That sounds like a lie.
Can you take the 50?
I can't take. I need all of it.
Like, can you take half the nails off? Can you take the 50?
I can't take 55. So, do you want to cut them off or do you want to pay?
You could go ahead and cut them off then. Okay. I don't have it.
All right, let's cut them off.
She was never going to pay in the first place. There is no convincing me. She was so quick to just cut them off. And they're so pretty. Also, can you just pay fit? No. Why are we negotiating prices with a nail tech, an independent, hopefully licensed nail tech? And you're satisfied with her work. Y'all have just about lost y'all's mind to the people that are like this. What are we in a different country where you can negotiate a price? Either you have it or you don't. I am pretty sure you checked your confirmation email. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, y'all, so let me tell y'all how I had to turn away a client today. Okay, so this client booked yesterday for today. Whenever a new client books for the next day, it is always just something always goes wrong. Okay, so she books, she comes, whatever. She sits down in my chair. Miss ma'am, why does sis have a whole medium French tip full set on that I never did? Mind you, the one policy, I have like maybe 5 policies, but the main policy I have is all new clients must come with bare nails. Because I don't know if you have MMA on your nails. I don't know if you have fungus on your nails. I don't know what. Baby, just come bare nails. It's just like when you go get braids, come washed and blow dried, whatever. So now she looking at me, I'm looking at her, she looking at me like, well, what should I do? I'm like, ma'am, the best thing I can do is reschedule you for 2 weeks out because I'm booked out 2 weeks.
Booked
so,
and busy.
And she looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm looking at her like she crazy because, girl, it's the first policy. The best thing you're going to have to do at this very moment is just listen to my main man, Usher. And let me tell you, I'm going to tell you what you should do at this point. Give me like 2 seconds. What you should do. Let me just tell you. 1 second.
She's singing the Let It Burn song. Gotta let it burn. Why did I sing bass?
Did y'all like the joke? Okay, so anyway, she ends up leaving, and then she messages me hours later, hi, can I get my deposit back? Nah. Ma'am, what? You just took up an entire slot that somebody else could have had because you simply did not read the first sentence on my booking site. Like, what do you mean?
Now, I don't know about nail booking policies, but we have seen the hair policies, the videos that I've covered for them, and they go crazy, okay? But like I said, let's go check it out. I want to go check it out now. Okay, I found her policies because I don't remember doing nail policies. I may be wrong. My memory is as close to Dory as possible, so bear with me. Secondly, what I would like to say to anybody that has a small business, a growing business, invest back into your business, as in hire a graphic designer. There are websites out there that'll do it for a reasonable price, one that you can afford, at least right now. Y'all's websites, especially the hair websites, they are hideous. I have to read this from my phone. I have a big screen over here. Let's just get into it. So it reads, thank you for booking with Gemini Nails. She is in Georgia. Thank you for your interest in booking with me. My name is Maya and I'm a licensed professional nail technician specializing in acrylic nail services. Please be sure to read and understand the following policies listed below. Let's see if they're just as crazy as the hair, which hopefully not. Booking. Before booking, all new clients must come with bare nails. She never lied. Never lied yet. No extra guests due to spacing. Soak-offs and fills only on my work. Fair. Fair. No fills on 3+ week old nails. That is fair because some of the clients, y'all trip nail artists. Y'all come with fill-ins and the nail is hanging by a freaking thread. Talking about, can I get a fill-in? No, redo the nail. Y'all try to milk it. Deposit. A $21 non-refundable deposit is required to book and will be deducted from your total the day of your appointment. That is fair. Late. After 10 minutes of being late, the appointment will be canceled and you will be charged 50% of your remaining balance. A new deposit will be needed to reschedule. I know somebody's probably judging me right now. I'm not blind. I'm really not. It's the color scheme. It's throwing my eyes off. No call, no shows results in a ban from any future bookings, as well as 100% remaining balance charge. After booking, review your confirmation email. That is very important. That includes time, date, remaining balance, location, cancel schedule. Ensure all details are correct. Then we move on. Upon arrival, please park a few feet away from the mailbox. I'm kidding. She didn't write it in all caps. Please text my phone number below when you have arrived so I can tell you to come in. Please use the restroom before you come. Stopping in between sets can be very inconveniencing. I mean, true. Reschedule. If you reschedule within 24 hours of your appointment, a new deposit will be needed to book. All reschedules before the 24-hour mark, deposits are transferable. So rescheduling the same day is a same-day cancellation, and you will be charged $50 for your remaining balance. That's very clear. Payment method, Zelle, ask for phone number, cash, no change, exact amount. Debit card, credit card, plus 3% processing fee. And then extra, please ensure that I specialize in what you like before booking. Please arrive with positive energy and spirits, as this will allow a smooth and fun trauma. And then she has the length guide, social media. By moving forward, I agree to all of the policies stated above, including first-time client policy, deposit policy, late policy, and others. If there is something that you do not understand, feel free to reach out to the phone number listed above. See you soon. Oh yeah, and then she has her prices. Short full set for one color is $55. Medium set, $60. Long set is $65. Your prices are nice. Well, that was only one booking policy that I've ever read as far as I can remember when it comes to nails, and it didn't sound as crazy. The only thing I would change is just the website. It's just the website layout. It's hard to read. Maybe it's me, but I've seen some very beautiful websites that I haven't covered in this video just in my lifetime, and this was just not one of them. But everything else besides punctuation and spelling, perfect. So the customer was wrong. I almost forgot that. You were wrong. Take it off. Don't disrespect her coming in here with non-bare nails and you're not a customer.
I'm literally crying over my nails right now because they're so
That is pretty. I don't know about the eye, but that's pretty.
God, okay. This is what I wanted, okay? This is the pastels. And this is what I got.
Are you guys sure y'all didn't go to a circus? Because they're acting like both of y'all are clowns. Both of y'all. I'm so sorry, ladies. And I'm pretty sure this lady tipped as well. Let me see if she has a video. Hold on.
Okay, so before I went to this nail appointment, I was doing my hair, so I was running out of time because I was about to leave for vacation. Okay, cool. Prior to me going to get my nails done, I already showed my nail tech the design I want, and she was cool with doing the design. Once I get there to the nail to get my nails done, my nail tech, she was sick, so she ended up leaving, and the next lady that was there, either way, I had to get my nails done. So I was just like, okay, is there anybody here could do my nails? In my head, I was like, I should have changed the style because my nail tech be eating it up.
Your nail tech,
so I'm like, okay, I showed her the style. She was like, she called my nail tech, showed my nail tech. She's like, look what your client want to get, whatever. Okay, cool. She said she's not gonna be, she said she would be able to do the eyes and everything, right? The eyes are gone now. Y'all don't have to be scared no more. She said she would be able to do the eyes, which that was perfectly fine. If that was perfectly fine to me, like, okay, do the eyes or whatever, and then you could just do some design on the other fingers, no problem. But the thing is, while she was putting on these, I'm telling her, like, I'm a braider. I don't like too much jewels on my fingers, like they be coming off and stuff like that. So I didn't want her to add mad jewels to my finger. I just wanted the eyes,
she must be
and then she could have
with
did some design on the other
long.
finger. Okay, look at my big finger. Look at these. It was two different style, and I'm just looking. It looked like what he was playing.
Yep.
And then these, it's like this.
No symmetry.
I don't know if I could do this. The eyes are gone now or whatever. So this is how the eyes look, and then this finger. And then my two little finger, they're also different designs. And then the shape wasn't shaping or anything. And the fact that I sit there and I just finished because she was so nice, bro. She wasn't mean or anything.
I don't care. She didn't know what she was doing.
She was talking to her friends. She's like, she eating my nails up, but my heart was like beating because I was so sad. I was ready to cry right there. But I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. If I said, like, if I had got up and I'd be like, yo, you're not about to do my nails, so soak it off, I would have had to go on my vacation without my nail. With my nail not being done, and that shit would have just been crazy to me. And then it was nobody else there that would have been able to do mine. Probably I should have just been like, just give me a French tip or whatever. But on top of that, that's not even what made me mad. If you're looking at my nails right now, the acrylic or whatever this is, it's over my cuticles or whatever that is. It's all the way over here. And on top of that, after I leave for my vacation, I also
I think going bare on vacation would have been healthier for your nails.
So
I'm surprised she hasn't taken them off.
I don't know how to explain stuff, but I'm just saying that day was just a shitty ass day to me. It was so much going on. I had to finish my hair. I needed my nails done, and I had to be at the damn airport.
Last minute. Wait, on the same day to the airport?
I got to my car, that's the crying clip. When I got to the car, I sent it to a couple of my friends, and I'm like, yo, look at my nails. And they're like, why you walking out without your nails done? They're about to bring me back in the morning. I'm like, I'm going on vacation, so I won't be able to go back. So I'm going to have to work with these. But I was in my car crying, bro. I was really mad, bro. And then the price you paid, I paid too. And I was like, thank you. And bro, once I walked out, I was in tears. That's what happened. I'm sorry. I'm going to be on timing after this. I'm sorry, bro. But that's just what happened. See y'all.
You're not going to tell us the price? So I looked everywhere, and as far as I can search, she did not mention the price. So now I'm sad. Somebody said, you couldn't have thought somebody else could duplicate that. This is her response.
Bro, like, I tried it, but everything happened for a reason, right? Now
I guess.
I'll be able to go back to my nail tech again ever.
Why not?
Now I gotta find a new nail tech, but it's all good.
I don't know. I feel like if you said your nail tech was bomb and she got sick and had to leave, I would have hoped she would have told you that she won't be available, but I wouldn't just throw her under just like that, honestly. You're on vacation and you really want to get your nails done, probably just get a French tip and or just get acrylic white, something basic, you know? I don't know. I don't think I'd get rid of my nail tech just that easy, especially since it's very hard to find a good one these days, as you guys have seen.
I'm literally never getting my nails done ever again in my life.
You
Literally,
probably
look
will.
at this. I'm so mad. Oh my god. Literally, I hate my nails. Oh my god. I'm never again. I will do them at home for the rest of my life. Literally, she was trimming my nails down, like my real nails. She was cutting all my skin on every single one, and I would like go like that. And then she got to this hand, and she was like, "Am I hurting you?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's really hurting." And she was like, "Okay." Proceeds to cut the rest of them, and literally did, like, she cut half my finger off. I'm so upset. Oh my god. And then I kept telling her to make them shorter and less pointy because I don't like them. And she wasn't even, like, she was barely trimming them down. And then I went to check out and she was like $50. And I was like, bro, no. Like, I'm not paying. I'm sorry. Like, this is stupid. Like, you can't see them, but like most of my finger, like my I can't even talk. Like, most of my fingers are cut. And I was like, I just don't feel like I, like, should pay that. I don't feel like I deserve to pay that. And she just looked at me, and I was like, do you have a manager? And she called the manager over there, and I know I embarrassed her so bad, and I feel bad, but like, freaking, like, I'm gonna have to, like, what if it gets infected? And then she proceeded to touch the blood from my finger and wipe it on the towel, and then she used all the tools on my finger that was bleeding. So my blood is all over their tools. And then, here's the best part about it all. The manager goes, I'll give you 20% off. Oh, never again. And I was supposed to get my toes done. And I didn't even get my toes done. I just wanted to leave. And I hate them, and I just wanted to leave. So now I'm going to cry about it all.
I don't know what you're looking at me for. Comment down below what you think of the video. That is the only video she has on there. I just went and checked. I probably would have taken a lot of photos, pressed charges, and gotten that taken care of before you get an infection. I will also consider that she's probably young, probably younger than me, honestly, and I get it with the young folks. Some of y'all probably looking at me like, young folks, girl, you're 25. Young folks who? Them young folks, they don't do confrontation. They're scared. They could be bleeding, losing one little pinky, and they'll still suffer through it. And the nail techs know this. The malicious nail techs will just let it play out and not care. Where are your parents? You're probably older than 21, but younger than me. Confrontation. Stopping when you see red flags, red blood.
But I thought you said you liked them.
You know what? Just take the $20.
I can't take $20.
Just take the $20.
I can't.
Just take the $20.
My website also set starting prices.
No, you're gonna. Well, I owe you. I had to pay the babysitter. I had to catch an Uber over here. Then I gotta pay for. It's a lot of. Look, I gotta pay for a taxi.
Then it sounds like you don't afford the nails. You have bigger problems to worry about.
You were also like 20 minutes late. So well, I didn't even charge you the late fee.
I had to drop the baby off at daycare. It was a little bit of a traffic jam.
So
I can't get a Mother's Day discount. It's this one. This one's Cricket.
I could discount you $5, so I can do $145.
Really trying to look for something.
But I'm gonna have to take these off if you don't want them.
Yeah. Oh, what? Yeah, take them off.
Story time about the client that walked out on me and didn't pay.
Oh, she did walk out.
Waiting for. Okay. This is the client's 5th time trying to book, but 1st time showing up. Big on the 1st time showing up.
Red flag.
I've lost out on money because she missed every appointment.
Bam.
And then this one she showed up 30 minutes late for. Well, over 30 minutes because we started her appointment at 11, but it was supposed to be for 10. And I'm not the nail tech that's going to give you a hard time about the time and charge you that late fee.
You live and you learn.
I did state that the price was going to come up to $140 before we started the service, and that any add-ons or designs were going to be a $10 extra fee. So when I stated that it was going to be $150 in the video, she already knew that prior. The only difference was the $10. She got her hands and her feet done. Acrylic toe BBL and her nails. The nails were $110 and the toes were $40. She was acting very odd during her appointment, and I already felt bad vibes. When she tried to hand me the $20, I completely lost it.
The bad vibes was her booking 5 times. And you should have set boundaries. She took advantage of the situation. She truly did. And it's a shame that she just walked out. It's more of a shame that she didn't tell us who she was. Because she has bigger fish to fry, and getting her nails done shouldn't have been on her list of things to do. If you're going to come to a business, come to a person to get a service done, and you're talking about, oh, I have my car to pay, I have my baby to drop off, I have this, I have that. Nobody cares in that time. I'm sorry that you have to hear that. No one cares about the problems you have. Other people have problems they need to worry about, and they're trying to get paid. So sit down, get your nails done, and hush. And then sometimes we wonder, myself included, why the policies are so long and why nail techs or just artists in general have all these strict rules, because of people like her. These are the type of people that ruin it for everybody. I feel so bad for this lady.
This is your sign to not cheat on your nail.
Never.
I've been going to this one woman for forever. She's really good with sanitization. She's educated. She takes the effort to educate herself and sanitize her tools and the equipment that she uses. And recently, my mom came across this one girl, and her and I just like started to go to her a couple of times.
Was she cheaper?
And now I have a nail infection. There's a nail infection on my nail. 2 nails, in fact, and I am livid. I'm livid. My regular nail lady has spoiled me, so I don't even think about watching for sanitization. And now that I think about it, I honestly don't even know if this girl was sanitizing before clients, and she was having people back to back to back. So who else has nail infections now?
Not I. You should have been loyal to your nail lady. How you sitting over here making a video? I don't care. You should have been loyal. Oh, what? You hurt yourself? Should have been loyal. I told y'all that y'all need to be loyal to y'all's nail ladies. Hey, and the nail guys, nail ladies. Hey, and the nail guys, nail ladies. Hey, you should have been loyal. Sorry, nothing else I can say.
It's thinner, girl. Psych. It's thicker, girl. Okay, so here are all the fees that I charged her today.
She's really
First off, she was late, so that's a $20 late fee. Do y'all see how she makes me wait for her so I can keep working on her? That's
like
an extra $50
in.
inconvenience charge because I have to wait until she's finished with her phone. The fact that she still has her nails on, so I have to drill to take off all the polish and stones, is an extra $100 charge. Because if she would have came with bare hands, that would have just been so much easier. When I'm finally done, start doing the fill, and you might think, oh, a fill should just be quick. Absolutely the fuck not. Because somehow when I drill off the gel polish, they become too thin. Do you see how thin this is? That's no for thicker, girl. We need to add more. So that's an extra $50 charge for the thickness. So after so much acrylic application, I got tired and decided I was going to leave that middle nail thin like that. So I asked her to check her nails.
Are they all even?
33.18 for stitch.
She caught it.
Unfortunately, she didn't let me get away with it, so that's another $50 inconvenience fee. Now I'm sealing her crusty cuticles to finish off the tech part of the set and get started on the art front part of the set. I was trying to do her French tips with just a polish brush, but she kept moving too much, so I told her she needed to stop breathing. But of course she didn't, so that was another $50 inconvenience fee. So I had to pull out my liner brush to crisp up that French tip, which you can buy using the link on my bio. Y'all sold me out last time. Can y'all do it again? So her total came out to be $610, $370 being all the fees, and the rest on this amazing artwork. Super blinged out nail set. She just kept saying, I just want more bling than last time. So I delivered.
You sure did.
Okay, so let me tell y'all the story about how Thicker Girl became Thicker Girl while I do her removal of like rhinestones and polish. And look, I'm using a dust collector, but honestly, I feel like it does not do anything for me. I tried to look up the one that sucks the dust
I didn't know they had that.
Forgot what it's called, sorry. But it's $600 and something. So either I charge Thicker Girl the $600 in order for me to buy it, or we can just suffer. Let me know what y'all think. But anyways, okay, so the first time she comes to me, I've already made a video about it. It doesn't go well, because next thing I know, it had already been like 4 hours. I was irritated as fuck, and honestly wasn't sure if to let her come back or not. Well, why did I take 4 hours, you ask? Because she wanted them extra and ridiculously thick. Like, think of it as like a normal nail set, but times that thickness by 10. So the time I normally take on a normal nail set takes 2 hours.
Just as long,
so of course, this takes more than 4. But then she came again. But I'm so glad I didn't block her, because we're friends now.
I want to know what she does for a living.
I decided that if I charge her $50 extra for just the thickness, it would kind of compensate for it. Started making TikToks of it. That's how she became Thicker Girl.
I stumbled on them, the Thicker Girl and Vanessa Nails, I believe. I just thought it was hilarious. Give you guys something light towards the end. I will see you guys next week. Have a lovely, lovely weekend. If you guys have some awesome plans, let me know in the comment section what you plan to do this weekend. I have a full weekend ahead of me. So y'all take care and stay away from the unprofessionals.